Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we have the pleasure of looking at a limited edition summer collection from Fenty Beauty. I am so glad to have you here with me. Don't forget that you can also catch my content over on Instagram, TikTok, and on Threads. Plus you can join our free community chat group over on Facebook and our slightly feed $4.99 a month membership, which gets you even more here on YouTube, and all that information is down below in the description bar. Okay, we have a lot to talk about here. As I said, Fenty has released a summer limited edition kind of sunshiny, bronzy, peachy pink collection, which I am demonstrating already here, but we're going to look at applying it. Let's talk about the products and swatch them in two different lights, and then we'll get into the demo. We start out here with the Hot Cheeks Velour Blushlighter. I picked up the shade Fresh Peach, but it comes in 3 shades and is $26. Let's look at the packaging. It's kind of holographic and very, very pretty. Kind of a marbled holograph. Inside we have a little mirror and the product here with no scent. Hooray. All of the shades here are baked, and all 3 are sort of a peachy pink color. Again, my shade is Fresh Peach, but they're all a version. All 3 are lighter and deeper versions of a pinky peach, and as I said, in a baked formula. This is when blush meets highlighter. So this is either a highlighter, a blush topper, or as we used it today, an actual blush, but it's going to be pretty glowy as an actual blush. But it's really pretty, and I do like the concept with only 3 shades. You are going to have a glowy peach pink look. In the demo, you will see that we tried 2 different brushes and 2 different, one natural and one synthetic, that will let you see a little bit better what this does depending on when you use it. I will also talk to you in the demo about the FDA regulations. I'm dying to use this on the eyes, but you're not supposed to, and we'll talk about what that means in the demo. Let me just show you this here in Studio Light first. I'm really digging into this baked formula. There it is on my finger, and if I were to put it here onto my hand, we'll take that outside for you in a moment, but there's another little swatch of it there. It's very, very pretty, and I'll let you see that outside in a moment. There's 3 products that are associated with this collection. Also the Glitty Lid Shimmer Liquid Eyeliner. And the liquid eyeliner happens to be my nemesis. I mean, I do okay with it, but it's not generally something I'm interested in. But lately, I have been a little more interested because these metallic ones are kind of fun. This is Ritzy Rose, but it comes in 2 shades. Again, this is a limited edition summer collection from Fenty. So we're looking at really glowy, brassy, pinky, peachy shades. It is $24, and like I said, I got the shade Ritzy Rose, which is kind of a golden rose shade, or rose gold shade, I should say. And I'll put a little line of it right there. Don't worry, we'll see this outside pretty soon too, which might give you a better idea. And then, last but not least, we have a new gloss balm from Fenty. This time it is a hybrid gloss, oil, gel. I'm wearing the shade that I picked up now, but you'll see it applied directly in the demo. I got the shade Frosted Bunz. Frosted, of course, the S is a $sign. So that's how I roll. Not so much, I know. And Bunz with a Z. Frosted Bunz. Gotta love the names over at Fenty, but it does come in 3 shades, all kind of this bronzy, glimmery. There's a little bit of a different scent that we'll talk about in the demo, because you know the Fenty gloss bombs are kind of famous for their scent. This is a luminizing lip oil and a gloss, $26 if I didn't say. And it's always really interesting to see what Fenty does with their glosses. The gloss balm at Fenty was one of the first lip oils that got really popular, and I know I was sincerely, and have been always, sincerely devoted to these products from Fenty. Let me show you what Frosted Bunz looks like here on my hand. There we go. It's a little bit translucent, but let you see that there. But you know, you're going to see it certainly better outside in the warm California sunshine. So take a look there. By my pinky is the Hot Cheeks Velour Blushlighter in Fresh Peach. then the Glitty Lid Shimmer Liquid Eyeliner in Ritzy Rose, and then the Gloss Bomb Oil Luminizing Lip Oil and Gloss in Frosted Bunz. These are all limited edition, and it's a really pretty, kind of fun little collection from Fenty, so I'm excited to share it with you today. We are going to go to the demo now and try all of it on, but I would love to remind you to subscribe if you haven't already. That really helps me when you do. Let's go straight to the demo. Stay right there. I'm excited to try these out. I have to tell you though, it says here on our hot cheeks that it's not really suitable for the eyes. You know, I talk about this a lot. The FDA is a complicated creature here in the United States, and in other parts of the world, the regulations have been changed. But here in the US, our FDA is still very strict about certain pigments and whether or not they can be skin irritants. For instance, some things can be used on the eyes but not the mouth, because our lips are very tender. That inside portion of our lip is very tender, as are our eyelids. I tend to throw caution to the wind, but you do as you like, and this is not really a pigment that the FDA suggests for the face, but I mean, is anything? You know, we've all had reactions, allergic reactions to things that they say is fine for the face. So, you know, take it all with a few grains of salt. I want to put this on the eyes, but I won't because it says technically it's not supposed to be. So we'll put it on the cheeks, and I have nothing on my cheeks right now. I have on our new Fenty Skin Tinted Moisturizer, which you guys all liked more than I did even the other day when I reviewed it. So that is on my skin now, and I am trying to use this as both a kind of glowy blush / blush topper, except there's no blush underneath it, so let's just say glowy blush. This is a Rephr number 4, and it's working, but I tried to kind of use a blush I would generally use for a highlighter to place it on there lightly. But I will tell you that I brought over this BO2 brush, which is one of the synthetic kind of like complexion brushes from Rephr. So let's try that. I just want to see, yeah, see this, any sort of, don't have to use synthetic. And you certainly don't have to use like kabuki flat style like this, but anything that's more dense is going to pack on the shade more. And I would like to pack this on mostly for you to see it. But if you are choosing to wear this as a topper only or a highlighter, that's when you can use a little bit more of an airy brush. Okay, so your brush will matter, be it natural or synthetic. This one is synthetic, and it's applying a lot more. Am I up by the temples and the eyes anyway with this color? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm not worried about it, but I figured maybe somebody would mention that. Okay, as this is a highlighty shade, what does Rihanna say when highlighter and blush meet? It's kind of a blush highlighter combo. It is making a little bit of texture and pores show on my cheeks. It's not really the fault of the product. It's pretty amazing. Let me put some on the other cheek. It's pretty amazing when a highlighty product does not bring forth any sort of skin issues or pores, because, you know, when we highlight, we bring things forward. So it's not a surprise to me. It's not terrible though, actually. It's really not. But I think if I'm not featuring this product, I think it's quite beautiful. And if I'm not featuring this product, I think it would be, I would not use it just as a blush, which I'm doing right now, because we're just kind of looking at it together. I think if I were using this on my own, I would use it mostly as a highlighter and maybe a bit as a blush topper. And I think I would actually use an airier brush to apply it less. In applying it as an actual blush, I'm using a dense brush so that it will show up and you guys can see the shade better. But, you know, that has its own complications in terms of skin texture and such, okay? So just be aware. Oh, I want to put it on the eyes so badly, but I will behave. Very pretty though, isn't it? And I really exaggerated it more than I would. Again, on my own, I think I would wear this as a highlighter or blush topper. Do you need another highlighter or blow topper? Perhaps not. That's for you to decide. Okay, let's take a look. That was the Hot Cheeks Velour Blushlighter. It's certainly very pretty. And remember, they're all in that kind of peachy pink baked shade, and I think it applied very well with both a synthetic and a natural hair. Let's look at this Glitty Lid Shimmer liquid eyeliner. I just played with the liquid eyeliner, the duotone from What's Up Beauty, and I was really excited by it. So let's see what I think of this one. They want you to take off any extra that's on the brush, which is always a good idea, to be honest. I'm not a real liquid liner type, and I'm not a graphic liner type. Can you tell? I mean, when you meet me, do you think she is interested in graphic liner? No, I bet you don't. So let's just see what we get here. If I just kind of put it onto the eyes. Boy, I'm going to have to do a close-up. This is awfully pretty, though. And I'm trying to make it nice and wide so you can really see it. And I'll put it a little bit under as well. I think you can see it that way. You know, you could bring this out onto the lid a little more as well. Tried to get away from me, but I caught it. You can put this onto the lid a little more too, a little bit like a liquid shadow if you wanted to, though that's not its sole purpose. So I'm kind of trying to exaggerate it. I don't have the patience for a liquid liner. And certainly not a graphic liner. Now I'm trying to do this you could smudge this, but I'm just really, the way that the brand Fenty shows it, is it's just in a line, whether it's graphic and above. And the reason they're doing it with a graphic line in their press photos and such, and their editorial photos, is just to show you how it's used. You're just not going to see it that well used properly. But I'll tell you, in a face-to-face meeting with people, they will see this, and it is very pretty and very bronzy. So it's a lovely little product. And I do think, I applied it a little thicker on this side. We're just testing out the product. So you have to be a bit more coordinated and get it right. Oh. What did I see once? This is not my quote, but I saw this somewhere. Never ask a woman with cat eye flick eyeliner, or never ask a woman with liquid eyeliner why she's late. I thought, that's pretty appropriate, isn't it? But that's actually, it's quite pretty, and you can see it smudged here. I'm not a liquid eyeliner person. You know, I'd have to get a Q-tip and clean it up. You get the idea. You make the artistry. But it's actually really pretty, and I think this could be really attractive, you know, on either over your eyeshadow. I can see someone doing an amazing look with it. I am interested in this Gloss Balm Oil Luminizing Lip Oil, Gloss, Gel. I like what they do with their lip oils over at Fenty. And I think before we had anything like Dior Lip Maximizer, any of these lip oils that we all rave about, even YSL and whatnot, Chantecaille, we had this from Fenty. Let's see if it has that Fenty smell that some of you I know don't like. A little bit. It's a little bit different, but it's still sweet. A little bit more vanilla. I've had a lot of people tell me through the years that they really love her Gloss Balm, but they can't handle the smell. This is a little slightly different, although still sweet scent, but it's a slightly different scent generally. Tell me down below what you feel about the generalized Fenty Gloss Balm. And let's try this on. Remember, I got the shade Frosted Bunz. Oh, it feels really nice. Yeah, and the scent is not quite as cloying. I don't mind the Fenty scent, but this one is really pretty. Look at this overall look. Forget about the fact that there's certainly no expertise in the application of the liner. I'm not even trying on that. But, I mean, I did try, sadly. But you know what I mean. But I'm not trying to fool you with that. It is really pretty, even with this as a blush. But I do think that this would be prettier as a little bit of a blush topper and a lot of a highlighter, frankly. But, you know, you do you. That's really comfy. That lip oil gloss, hybrid oil gel gloss. That's kind of nice. These are really pretty. And, you know, for fun, they're kind of affordable. It's still high-end makeup. I know that in the UK this is sold in Boots, right, which is almost drugstore. Here in the US it's definitely kind of Sephora and beauty shops, but it's still considered high-end makeup. So for high-end, it's certainly affordable, fun take on something for summer, and very, very pretty. So I'm going to say grab one of these. they're really nice and super fun. Yeah, I'm going to give this a seal of approval. You know, Fenty can be hit and miss, but it looks like they're ramping up. You know, for a while there, I was wondering what was happening with Fenty. I know Rihanna had kids, and you know, I thought maybe her attention was elsewhere. But it feels like, does it not, that Fenty Beauty and Fenty Skin and all that are kind of really ramping back up and have this kind of second wind, third wind. That's quite flattering. So I really like that a lot. Let me know if you were interested in these or picked up any of the other shades. I just picked up one shade of each. It isn't that I didn't want to compare and contrast, but I just wanted to see if I liked the products. I said with Fenty, it can be hit and miss, but I think really pretty for summer. And a nice lip oil. And I do like the shine coming off of that blush. I think it's really pretty. I would love to know what you guys think, though. I mean, that's what makes this a community. So definitely share that down below. And in fact, share the video and like, and don't forget to subscribe. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.